What's better than sex? Getting laid off after 15 years, then finding a better paying job in less than 2 weeks. Thank for all the responses and the award. I will say I loved my last job and was completely blindsided by the layoffs. Fuck em. Fax em a scan of your nuts, not really. I read this as getting laid after 15 years and was tempted to slow clap for your accomplishment. Finding a real partner you can rely on. Sex is the cherry on top. Yes. My wife had a surgery a couple years back and resulted in her having pain during sex, so we pretty much had no sex for a solid year and a half. Then it's been pretty limited since then. I joined r/dead bedrooms to help find support, but they're also committed to just leaving and Terry's this idea that if Terry's little to no sex in a marriage then there can be no intimacy, but that's just not the case. Recently I had some family problems that left me shaken, and while talking to my mom, my wife noticed my hands were fiddling, which is unusual for me. She just silently grabbed my hand to calm me. Those moments define our relationship, not orgasms. That, for me, makes the sex more frequent and awesome. Like, if I can depend on you in my daily life and be vulnerable with what's important to me, I'll do the weird shit you want in the bedroom. Eating something that just perfectly hits the spot when you're really hungry and you're craving something specific. The right food is just, yeah. My favorite Vietnamese restaurant just reopened and started delivery. The first bowl of pho that I've had in 9 months just sent a wave of undescribable pleasure washing over me. Pulling that booger out that was connected to your brain, and gave you the euphoric feeling that is unexplainable. That booger that is so hard and crunchy on the outside it hurts to break it loose from your nostril, but then when you pick it out it drags a huge mass of slimy snot with it, and empties your sinuses of congestion. Sometimes my nose gets clogged, and when I try to blow it it feels like I'm blowing out a piece of my brain out. It's coming from somewhere much deeper and takes a lot of effort to unclog. It's always clear and gooey, probably cancer according to WebMD. When you attempt to fix something or build something in general and it works, particularly when you've spent days troubleshooting. I get this with programming. I'm still in school for it, but even so, that moment when everything clicks and works as intended, is just I greater than chef's kiss/I. As an IT guy, not better than sex but damn close emo. One time I passed out in some poison ivy and got it all over my back. Huge amount of poison ivy. I would go into the shower, turn the heat all the way up, just let it hit my back while I moaned like a whore. Our dog rolled in ivy, came to bed, had it all over my side. The fucking pleasure of super hot water was like an orgasm every new place it touched. Like a damn 2 minutes orgasm. If it wasn't so miserable 98% of the rest of the time I'd go roll in ivy every 2 weeks. Kinda want to roll in poison ivy just to experience this, TBH. Actually getting a good night's sleep without interruption. Last night I was really tired, hadn't been sleeping well for a few weeks, went to sleep at 9:30 p.m. My dog woke me up at 8 this morning wanting out. That was the best night of sleep I have ever had. I upvoted this, but I don't know the feeling, unfortunately. I've had problems with sleep for 20 years now and do not remember sleeping well, waking up recharged and full of energy. Dry warm clothes when the house is chilly, especially socks. I love to wrap myself up in towels straight from the dryer. Such a comforting feeling. It's like getting a hug, but from someone that is soft, fuzzy, and warm. Yawning so hard it makes your hearing better. God, I wish I could do this. I have a cleft palate birth defect and the tubes that drain the inner ear have never fully developed for me. My ears haven't popped in a good 8 years. r/shoe station tube click. Pegasm. When you relieve yourself so hard, you shudder and have intense clarity after. Edit, thanks for the silver. I am shaking with excitement. However, I just tinkled. So maybe both. I believe that's officially called a piss shiver. The comfort of knowing there's someone to come home to. Younger me didn't care. Grown-up me takes comfort in knowing that there's someone at home who wants me to come home, and looks forward to the end of a long day of work. Edit, Jesus, this blew up. Thanks all for reading and awarding. Just make sure you're all doing the best you can with what you've got. That's why I like docs. I feel attacked. Peeling off a sticker without leaving any residue. Or, when you buy something brand new and you get to take all the protective peely stuff off, smile, satisfying as hell. The first pee in the morning after a night out. Additionally, waking up and immediately downing a liter of water after a night out. It could be dirty pond water and my body would still thank me. Removing socks after rough day. Clearly you're a dude, because the real answer here is taking off your bra after a long day. Fresh sock change out during a road march. Taking a shit in your home's toilet after coming back from traveling. I thought this said homie's toilet and I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Really, anytime you shit after really needing to shit. When you wake up from a bad dream and realize that it was only a dream. This needs more upvotes. The ITS finals weekend I didn't attend any of my classes dream still haunts me 25 years after graduating college. Like the recurring nightmare of falling pregnant. The relief in the morning. That poop. And you know the one I'm talking about. The one where you feel lighter on your feet afterward. I raise you a ghost shit, doesn't require a wipe and has already gone up the U-bend, so it's like it was never there. Farting so hard that your stomach ache is gone. So long as they're not lumpy. Farting so hard that your acute back pain is gone. When your nose gets sun-blocked and you can smell everything x1000. I still haven't recovered my smell after corona. I miss smells. Edit, I can feel some strong aromas. If I put my nose right into a can of fresh coffee or spray some perfume. But it's not a full smell, more like a shadow or idea of it. Hard to describe. Also, I can smell things that are not there. Like I could smell Chinese food for 2 days even though I haven't ordered any for months. Recovering from COVID and almost cried when I could faintly smell my mouthwash again. I can imagine getting my full sense of smell back will be like this x1000. Finally crawling into bed after being so sleepy and exhausted. Edit, thank you for the award, kind strangers, love ya. Watching my girlfriend's face after we finally beat the pandemic board game. Now play Pandemic Legacy. My parents got this for Christmas for all of us and we played twice. The first one we lost by getting 8 outbreaks. The second time we won, but only afterwards we realized that we somehow only put one epidemic card in the player deck. It's a lot of fun. I like the idea of the cooperative board game rather than a competitive one. Being wanted. Not needed, wanted. This one hit me so hard. 100% agreed. It stings when I haven't heard from family in a long while, and then they call and tell me what they had to do to get my contact information, all because they had a technical issue they want help fixing. Would be nice if this same effort was expended just to see how I've been. Holidays just feel like people giving me random crap so that they think I have an obligation to help them with their technical problems the coming year, like it's a toll for service. 2 sex. Ah yes. The Seuss classic. 1 sex, 2 sex, red sex, blue sex. Sex 2. Coming home from work and finding a note from your wife that says she took the kids to her mother's and they're coming back tomorrow, so you can relax for the rest of the day because she noticed you're stressed AF, but you couldn't say anything because her job is more stressing than yours, and however she never complains. Oh, and there's a 6-pack in the fridge. It's all yours. Enjoy it, it happened once. Best day ever. Does being single count? The 2 things I always want the most, 1 being with my kids, 2 not being with my kids. Have you ever agreed to plans that you kinda didn't want to do in the first place and then have them end up getting cancelled and all you feel is that sweet relief? Yeah, that. I had that quite often this year. Cancelling plans is like heroin. When you've been tied up in a basement for days and you escape and enjoy that first drink of sweet, sweet water. Wait, what? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Handing in difficult assignments and hearing them thunk in the bottom of the submissions box when you hand them in. It's just not the same now that everything is submitted electronically. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.